23rd. It is our 63rd episode, and this is JLC TV Live. And I'm the host, Jack Walsh.
And I'm Luke Murray.
And today is Operation Wednesday with Luke Murray. So today we're going to be diving into a bit more of what's been happening operational side, because we like to talk about the sales and everything like that. And if you don't know what we do, we're an IT distributor based here in Bristol. We distribute hardware and solutions and things like that.
IT solutions.
All
IT solutions.
It's hard because we're always offering something new, so it's like it's hard to kind of put it into a snappy text.
All IT solutions is quite broad, isn't it? 'Cause it used to be IT peripherals, but now with all the devices we're doing and all the different things we can supply, I would say we're an IT
just solutions experts. Solutions experts. Yeah, we are solutions. It's always
that sounds good. Solutions experts.
I'm a solution expert. Yeah. All solutions, regardless, doesn't matter what it is, just any solution.
Yeah. Solutions,
just anything. Yeah, that's it.
Scrap the IT.
To be honest, back in the day, it used to be that. So it's like, we had Beacon yesterday. And we were talking about some of the funniest things we've supplied back in the day, and obviously we were really trying to fight and carve out of a piece of market for JLC at the time. But we did we did horse mats.
Yeah, you said
horse mats, GHDs. Washing machines, I think we've done. So
coffee pods, I've seen it.
Coffee pods.
But we can still supply anything technically, can't we?
Yeah.
If someone needs something, we can.
I
solution.
I guess we're not prohibited to go. We can go anyway, really. Within reason. If our customers don't have a direct supply chain, because sometimes, right, for our customers, for our big customers, the big partners, just going off piece and they're unable to do it, and the fact is the main cost is the time behind it. So we eliminate a lot of that process. But anyway, we go we digress.
We've
But
got a question
fire away
from Kelly. If there was any bit of tech that you could invent, what would it be? Anything that hasn't already been invented that you think would be useful?
I mean, I've always I'm sure this is even out there, but I want like a CRM system that, this isn't like maybe not me not thinking big enough. I think I could play it in a jokey kind of way, or I can actually play it in a way that is actually beneficial to my life. So I'll go with the second one, as in beneficial. I want like a CRM system that recognizes, so customers, for example, they come to me for ETAs, it gets sent directly to the right people. I want quotes to be populated in like a CRM system. I want like a whole, again, this would be beneficial for us, but I want a CRM system to, like, maybe I'll come down and be like, right, okay, here's a list of 10 people or 20 people you haven't spoke with since like a month. I'm sure there are out there. It's not even as if like it's a big thing, but for me that would be like some kind of AI assisted personal assistant. That would be for me. How about you?
I think work based, something along the lines of that, where it's AI based and it just does everything without you having to go and research and like know what you're kind of having to waste time and like look for, say, like just more automation basically. So just a lot, just so it's slicker and we get more orders out, cut down mistakes. I think actually what is quite cool I've seen is those robots that can pick orders. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
So AI robots.
Those are that I like.
Don't worry, guys. not for 20 years yet.
Come with the operations director. Like, we want more robots.
No, it'd be cool though to have a robot going around doing the picking.
Yeah.
And it should be flawless. So
that'd
be cool.
Maybe. Well, like if you look at Amazon's warehouse, not like I've been there, but they've got like it's all automated. All of it is, isn't it? Or predominantly, and unless it's like the really fiddly things that requires like a human. Interaction, like with the picking and things. But I think aside from that, it sounds pretty barbaric, to be honest. Their Amazon offices, the Amazon warehouse.
It's just a machine, isn't it?
Yeah,
the whole thing is just
absolute
a machine.
beast.
Big corporate machine.
Take away any emotion. It's like all of it sounds insane. Or something like, I reckon the perfect bit of tech. And I thought about this recently, right? I'm going to say this out loud, and if someone can jump on this, that's fine. But I want like a piece of tech that goes on my water bottle, right? And basically disables my phone until I drink water. So like, I want to drink more water at work, or like I want to drink more water in general. And like, if I have this piece of tech that's connected to my phone, tethered to like all my things that are like, that I'm going to use, and I can't use it without drinking water. So it's like it would encourage me to drink more water.
One of those regular water bottles that has the time on, and you have to drink by the time. That doesn't.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's the thing. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Oh,
people, they got a water bottle and it's got the time of the day. So obviously it's like an hour, and you should have how much you should drink by each hour. And so by the end of the day, you should be down to like 5 p.m.
Because I make notes of like how much I drink during the day.
You need one of those water bottles.
Yeah, I do.
I found his birthday present.
I do. And we've just had like new water machine upstairs as well. So there's no excuse.
Yeah, for sure.
Any more questions?
Arlene says, what excites you about starting your working day?
Oh, what excites me? The potential of there's always something that can happen in terms of like orders, right? Because our sales process is they can be quite long. It's not like an overnight thing. I can't just pick up the phone and be like, hey, you want to order these? And they'll be like, hey, you know what? Because you said yes and because you called at the right time, we're going to order it. No, that's not how it works. Unfortunately, it's not. Ideally, it would, but it's not. So what excites me most is about the results that I get on this day that I did 2 or 3 months ago. So 2 or 3 months ago, I put some work in that results in today's being a successful day. So for me, it's always that risk of having that trophy order come in, just always coming in. It could potentially always happen. So yeah, it's like gold panning, like panning for gold. It's not always going to happen, but we know it's in there and we know it's possible. So you just never know when you come in the morning. So that's one of the excitements for me.
I think for me, it's when we're bringing in something like new, like a new process or a new bit of tech, and it's going to help, but you get that little bit of nervousness, like, oh, it's a new change, it's a new process.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult to put in, but I quite like the buzz of knowing that it's going to be difficult, and like with the end result, it's going to improve us, and we'll clearly be able to see. I think for me, having the buzz of like adapting and putting something new in is when I'm most excited to get up for the operation.
I guess I could see that as well, because it's like before you putting this new solution in, it was difficult. It was making everyone's life a lot easier, and I get the reward behind that.
The things you could turn up to a job and you just coast along and everything works and it's like it's okay, but that wouldn't excite me. It's like, right, how are we going to make it better?
Yeah,
like always, like
constant
never
valuing,
constant like, right, what do we do? Like, I don't know, some people might like that, but I quite like the thrill of changing something and improving something.
Nice, I like that. To change is, what does he say? To change often. There's a saying.
What's that sailor one you said the other day? Like,
calm seas don't make great sailors.
I like that.
Yeah.
A little bit unrelated, but
yeah. To change frequently is to. No, I can. We'll go with the sailors one. We'll just stick with the sailors one.
Kelly says, would you consider yourselves tech experts?
No.
Definitely not for me.
No,
I'm not very good with tech.
Absolutely not.
No.
Probably more so. Actually, do you know what? I'm obviously not going to justify saying yes, but just when I'm like out with friends, normal civilians that aren't dealing with tech on gargantuous levels that we do, I like kind of spit some facts about like some tech, that to me is like, and I hear it upstairs. It's the buzz, the hum upstairs in cell office, and when we're like throwing around percentages and things, it's like, oh man, I surround myself with some pretty like savvy people. But I have to explain what I think is just obvious to people, So I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I might know a little bit more than the average civilian. I don't know, maybe. I'm saying a civilian.
For some reason, I just think someone who like knows a load about tech, someone like Arthur, and I just know I'm nowhere near.
Oh yeah.
So I always compare myself to him. Like, I just know I don't have that knowledge. So that's someone who knows about tech. In my eyes, and
he's interested in it, isn't he? I'm not saying I'm not interested in it, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes
I know what you're
to understand the plumbing behind it all, No, we're not. How about you, Kelly? Are you a tech expert?
Mohammed says, good day.
Good day, Mohammed. Thanks for joining us. Today is Operations Wednesday, and we're talking about what makes this. What am I trying to say there? What makes this business run in terms of operation? We've got none other than Luke, our operations director, to go into a little bit more. And actually, with that, Mohammed, we're going to go into what's been happening. What's new?
Yeah. So off the back of last week, we had a lot of changes going on in the operation. The last week, purely people changing around. Obviously, with Benji leaving, we've had to trial like different people in different positions. So it's been quite difficult to kind of rotate and keep everything afloat whilst like trying out all these positions. So, but as I said, we have to go through this like pain a little bit, because I have to be able to see where we're a little bit lighter in an area, who can do what position if somebody's then moving to another position. So yeah, it's very beneficial. It's like tough, but you have to go through these weeks, but
Yeah.
you learn a lot about the staff and who can do what and capabilities. So yeah, we're in a good position now, and yeah, looking good for when he goes.
Nice. When is that?
So he goes on the 1st of November.
Yes, all right.
And
That's
yeah,
it,
we've
isn't it?
had
That's sad.
Next Friday.
That's really sad. Benji, if you're watching this, shout out. You told me to. I'm shouting out Benji.
Yeah.
So okay, it's soon. All right. And then and have you had to make many changes to like your original plan?
Yeah, things are changing all the time. Like,
Yeah.
So as I said, we might have an idea like amongst myself and like some of the team, and then I might then speak to Beak, and then Beak might be like, oh, I think this might work. So obviously Beak is part of like purchasing. She doesn't heavily involved in purchasing. So
Yeah.
like there's a lot of different pieces that move to finally get that decision. So yeah, it's a lot of conversations and a lot of trials.
Yeah. Okay. And introducing new processes or?
Not really, to be honest. They got like the training plans doing, so we can like assess.
Is this the traffic light one?
This is the traffic light one again. Yeah. So Benji's done a great job in creating the training plans, and Arlene's been helping him with that and just getting all his information down and like assessing people. So he's been assessing Arlene and Abby to check that they can do all the jobs. So yeah, they've been smashing through that, and that's good. But yeah, no real like process changes. It's kind of just what he was doing for.
Yeah. Okay.
So
all right.
So yeah.
Good. Nice.
And Kelly says, would either of you be happy to share your last Google search?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah. I think I was. Yeah. I probably would. How about you, Kelly? How about you? I feel like you're.
What did you last?
What did I last Google search? What, like in work? Well, outside of work. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really actually googling that much anyway. Like,
we don't know what you're searching outside of work.
It's super boring anyway. It's probably just like watch traffic light today. You know? I don't know actually. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't even know. I'm gonna have a look. Can you imagine what this is?
I won't look just in case you got some.
Oh, mushrooms.
Of course.
Yeah, it was. You know, I placed my recent order. I went to Hungarian, which is a local Bristol company, and I've got my quarter sets. I've got my reishi and I've got my lion's mane. I got 3. So now it's like all like highly concentrated mushroom like formula now. I have like a pipette a day. Yeah, next level. So that's my last one. You look at yours.
Yeah, so it's something that we was discussing with James the other day actually. About this flat Earth theory and all that kind of stuff. So I was explaining to him about simulation theory as well. So nothing to do with work, but
yeah. Well, like the Harry Truman Show or something, yeah.
Yeah, all that kind. Yeah. All that kind of stuff.
Do you know? So listen to this now, okay? So do you know you know the Wizard of Oz, the original?
Yeah.
And you know there's that song. Oh, it's played by Pink Floyd. It's called Time.
Need to hear it.
Oh, there's something in this. Hang on.
Kelly said her search was National Trust and Night Cave.
I don't believe it.
Prove it.
Yeah. There's a song, right? Dark Side of the Moon. It's like, you know, with all the times and like with the clocks.
Yeah.
So if you play the Dark Side of the Moon from the beginning and you run it alongside the beginning of Wizard of Oz, it is to the absolute like note exactly like it changes. It plays alongside and it plays like perfectly to the song. And if we don't know, to the film. So like the way that it goes in, like it tells the story. Everything changes exactly the same time. So if it's a different note, it's a different scene. If it's like there's a string or something like that, it's like someone walks in through the door.
Really?
It's like perfect. And both were made in completely different times.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird coincidences.
That is such a weird coincidence. Yeah. Either we are living in a simulation and they just let it slip there, or it's complete coincidence.
Yeah.
But I will honestly, I'll send you the video.
Yeah.
And have a look because it's hard to explain. But yeah,
you can speak for hours about this sort of thing.
Yeah,
it's probably not for this show.
No.
Yeah.
Or maybe
might do a special one.
Yeah. Theories.
I'm sure James would like to get.
Get James on that. Come on, crumbs. Well, we'd be there for a long time. But have we got any more questions?
No more questions at the moment.
That's all right. Well, I think we're gonna get. Are we gonna get?
Yeah, we got to speak to Arlene. So we'll just speak to a few of the guys, see how they found it last week.
Yeah. Here we go.
You've got it on there, so you know we're coming. Have you got it on there?
Hello. Thanks for agreeing to be on the show.
Hello.
How's it been?
Yes. All good.
Which week you might?
Oh yeah. We were just saying about what we've been doing this week, and just saying like it's obviously quite difficult when we're like rotating and having to see where when certain people go, where we're going to fit in. So we've learned a lot from the last week. What's your take on it?
Yes, it was a learning point really. Seeing where we could slot people in and train new people, and well, people have stepped up, and there's lots of enthusiasm around who can do what and when and where. So yeah, it's not been too bad.
Yeah.
But we're sad that we're going to be losing Benji.
Yeah.
He's been part of the team for a long time. And that we were sad about that. But yeah, it was a tough couple of days last week.
Yeah.
But towards the end of the week, we sort of found out where we were, and
Like I said, you have to go through the tough times to see who's capable of doing what and
that's
and
it,
where
exactly.
it would work and
Yeah,
sickness and holidays and all of it, all that.
Yeah.
Thing. So
I thought I'd get away with this because I asked questions. You buggers.
Yeah,
so
right.
I wanted to get Arlene on it.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So is anyone shine through? Anyone worth mentioning?
All my boys do.
Very diplomatic.
J-Dog is doing really, really well because he's just in all departments and just putting himself out there and learning new things in every department. And we just fall back on J-Dog. He's out here with us today.
Yeah.
He's doing really well. Simon, our new boy, he's picked everything up really, really well. He's all shy.
Yeah, he's a bit shy.
Kat's been on holiday, so the girls in logistics have been picking up here there, and they've had quite a busy time too. And it's busy month, isn't it? It's busy week.
It's been good. But I said, like with Jamie in particular as well, so flexible. Like he works in products, logistics, and out here. Like that kind of flexibility is really important to the operation.
Yeah.
Really helpful because when we have times when we have people off like this, he just goes in without fuss and just does the job, goes quietly along and does it. So yeah, it's really important that we have people like that are doing good jobs in multiple areas. As I said, we're a small business. We need people to be flexible and got good attitudes.
Good, nice. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Arlene.
All right.
Thanks, Arlene. That was the first Marlene. Bobby. Let's have a look.
Arthur always likes a chat,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
let's go grab Arthur. Arthur, tell us how your week's been.
It's been pretty good actually.
Yeah?
It's pretty good. It's been rather uneventful. Everything going according to the plans. So yeah, it's just going good.
You're kind of like separate, aren't you? Obviously with your role, so you're just cracking on with your stuff. So would you want to say a little bit about what you're doing? Because obviously it's separate. You help with the day to day, but yours is separate, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, my role is mostly, I would say, probably kind of auditing what we have and put it in such a way.
Yeah.
You can put it, and I'm a stock controller, so I'm looking all what's going on with stock. Looking at the trends, how we're selling items, what sort of things are being returned.
Oh yeah, okay.
Looking at the errors. And
you got your freestanding desk as well?
I move about.
Yeah.
I just move about, find the easiest place to hide from everybody. And
Yeah. When we want Arthur, we come down and we like scream Arthur. Arthur.
One of the biggest challenges of my job is to try and protect him because he knows everything. Everyone's always trying to get hold of him, so I sometimes have to put a ban on people calling him.
Yeah,
I was like, you work it out yourself. Let Arthur carry on with this because,
and I get easily distracted. I tend to like to help people. I hate saying no.
Yeah,
that's one we're working on it. Saying you've got to put your boundary up and say no. I need to do this. It's funny, isn't it?
I didn't know that.
But yeah, I enjoy. Like a lot of people would probably say, like this job is like it would be a nightmare. But like for me, like I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoy what I do. It's like it's quite meticulous. You need to be sort of very brutal sometimes, and practical. And it takes that type of re-established communication between certain group of people around here, how we do things, and as long as everything flows correctly, everything's being documented. And that way, everything's going fine. But and I love what I do. Like I like making things looking nice, precise, neat, and tidy.
Yeah. That's good. You take pride in your job, man. That's great, and it shows.
I start my work when I start to drive in the car, and like my brain doesn't turn off. I just go and it's like, are you thinking I'm gonna start this? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. It's like calm down. It's like I do that tend to think.
Yeah. Well, what do you
Doesn't
do
turn
outside
off.
of work to unwind then?
I'm pretty introverted. I don't really go much outside. So I'm a big person on video games. I like playing video games. I
Yeah.
unwind or listen an audiobook or
What are
big
you
movie
playing at the
buff.
moment?
Playing. I'm getting prepared for the new game's going to be released by a Ukrainian studio. It's called Stalker 2.
Okay.
It's a hardcore survival game. So it's pretty interesting. A single player, and yeah. So
What's it called? Sorry.
Stalker 2.
Stalker 2.
Yeah, it's based on a
Like an RPG.
book. Yeah.
Is
yeah.
it? Oh, sick.
Yeah, so I'm impatiently waiting for that one because I've been this in series since 2007, so it's been like 15, 16.
Oh wow, okay.
16
And you
years
say
in
it's
the
from a Ukrainian game?
Ukrainian studios, yeah, they relocated recently into Poland because of the war, but half of the studio is still in Ukraine.
Wow.
And yeah, so it's been lots of struggles, lots of big challenges going through, and yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, definitely looking forward to that, what they made.
Cool.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what I have on mind. And
Yeah.
yeah, spend time with kids every now and then. I wouldn't say that's much of unwinding. It's more of a, after work, it's like slightly different type of issues.
I don't envy you, man.
Yeah, I get here. I go Arthur. I go back home like daddy. Daddy.
Yeah.
It's like yeah. But
Oh,
everybody knows
watch
that. I
back.
think who's got kids. Pretty much same situation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you, Arthur.
Fantastic.
Always a pleasure.
Alright.
Got a question from someone called Simon Butler.
Simon.
Simon,
Butler.
hello.
He
Simon.
says, "Whereabouts are you on your road to 100 million turnover?"
Whereabouts are we? What a good question that is.
That is a very good
Because
question.
we talk about it. It's in the name, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like right there sometimes. To be honest, I think we turn over about 15 million. Is that
Yeah,
right?
15
million. I think definitely Simon Turner. I think we are definitely on the way. We're not there yet, but we've got some new products will definitely help us get there. For example, we do 15 million historically. If you look at it like this, we do 15 million with accessories, which are fairly low ticket items. So we've been doing this for sort of best part of 10 years now, and it's been predominantly accessories. Now with the introduction of tablets, which are a lot more a higher ticket item, can definitely help us get to where we need to be.
Yeah.
And if you think about if we were to add at least 10 or 20% of all the accessories that we do, if we do devices with them as well, we can definitely get there a lot quicker.
And I think with obviously moving into the new unit next year, bigger unit,
Yeah.
be slicker with what we're doing, bringing more automation.
Yes.
I think we'll
Yeah.
I think we'll eventually obviously be able to hold more.
Yeah. Hold more
and,
stock.
Yeah, just
Everything, all of
gradually be able
this,
to offer more.
all of this has been result of learning, trial and error. And when we get to our new home, which hopefully will be next year, end of, we're going to implement everything that we've learned here and then hit the ground running. So we've got new products, we've got new procedures, new roles, new systems, everything all automated. It's going to be an absolute beast. It already is a beast, but it's going to be an absolute finesse beast.
Yeah.
He says. Do you have any more
Yeah,
questions? That's great. That's a great question.
Great question. Yeah.
Simon says 15 is very good.
Yeah, 15 is 15.
He said best of luck.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank
He
you.
also wants to know when James does the live.
Okay. So it's never like scripted in. It's it's either if I can't do it and James is there, or if it's not me, it's James. But yeah, just stay tuned. Yeah, I think James does it every now and again when I can't do it, or if James is in the building, James is in the house, then James will definitely always come by and say hello. We'll know that. You'll know that for sure. But yeah. But thanks anyway, Simon. Thanks for the interaction. Do you have anything more from your side?
No, that's pretty much it for this week.
Well, that's 24 minutes.
24
Any
minutes.
questions?
We're gonna call it.
Benji's there if you want to quickly.
Oh, is he
hello.
ready then? Oh yeah, might be good to see
Benji.
what his take on the last week's been.
Benji.
Benji, come over here.
Last time.
We might be able to squeeze one more. Yeah, we'll squeeze one more in.
Yeah, you got time? Come tell us about this week.
You're just saying about on operational Wednesdays the changes this week. I'm just saying, have you done a good training plan? How have you found like training people? What's like been difficult? What's been good about it?
Oh, hello, I got a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good having different people up. Luke set me up with a little traffic light system. So we've been going through and like marking like green is like most confident, red is needs more work. So we've been going through there. I've had different people up, but Abby's doing great upstairs. Yeah, it's going good. It's quite fun. It's fun like showing people it because feel like before maybe some people didn't really understand what I do upstairs.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice, like people actually getting an insight and be like, oh, I didn't realise you
That's
done this.
what you
or,
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you done that. So it is quite nice, like showing and like just sharing like the knowledge that I've learned, I guess, over the 4 years.
And it actually shows when you're writing it down on the train, you can see how much you've actually learned. It's actually really in depth, isn't it? You think, oh, it's just purchasing emails and doing the ordering, but when you actually break it down, all the sub points you have to teach out.
Yeah,
there's quite a lot. You mean little quirky things you have to look at, isn't there? So
and like it's easy just sort of doing like the structured, like this is what you need to do. This, all these little extra bits, like that goes into it, that it just makes it easier or like helps other people or other departments out by doing. So it's just trying to get all these little tips and tricks across that I've sort of learned.
And how happy are you with them being fully confident in it? How long do you think it'll be before you're totally confident?
I think after this week, like having people up like a lot more, like because the trial went really well and like we done the first like the big part of it. And then this week is just getting people confident on it. And I think once they're confident, it's a lot easier to see. Yeah. Because otherwise you ask and they're like, oh, I don't know. And then I'm like, show me, and they can do it. So it's just getting that confidence built. And then.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's good.
Benji.
Great. Thanks, Benji.
There you go.
Thank you, mate.
Nice.
I guess it's similar to in the sense that in this show, it's sometimes it's good just to discuss your role or discuss what each one of us is doing. It kind of helps us understand what you're doing and helps us understand what I'm doing as well. So I guess from Benji's point of view as well, teaching somebody about his role makes him finally understand what he does, you know?
Yeah, I think it's important for everybody, because I think in like a business, in any business, a lot of people focus on their own jobs.
Yeah.
And obviously people always think, oh, I've got the hardest job in the world. And they don't know how the stresses are of other jobs. So I think, again, another good thing why we like to move people around is they appreciate like what another department has to do. And I think it's good. It's good for the business in general for people to do that.
I'm familiar of, I've heard a few partners do this. So basically they swap account managers. So the account managers like get up and then they move, like they rotate around. So it's like a fresh set of eyes, fresh set of ear on a new account. So they just pick up and like, I mean, that's crazy talk. I think there's probably something to that, because it's a chance to refresh. For example, you probably have people that maybe you don't necessarily go to because, I don't know, historic interactions, positive or negative, and there's people that you go to because you formed it's a good way to kind of refresh that and have a new set, because you still have all the data, the company still has all the value of knowing that information that you've conjured over that time that you're working with that account. So you haven't lost it. If anything, you just gain more insight because you've got somebody new who's now working with the account who has no experience with the account.
I think it goes back to what we were saying the other day as well about coming out of your comfort zone. I think if you've got this, don't correct me if I'm wrong, if you've got the same people you're dealing with customers, you get comfortable and you're like, I got this order coming in, it's fine, I'm all good. But when you're like chucked in the deep end with someone else or someone else's accounts or different customers, you're like, God, I'm like starting fresh on a baby again. I've got to learn it, and you're sharp again. You have to concentrate, have to focus. You can't just have your feet up. You have to work for that order.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, I think there's something in that for sure, and that's kind of what we want to do with Power Hour. So Power Hour is like an hour dedicated to like really going outside your comfort zone and speaking to people that you haven't spoken with before, and sometimes selling the business because they've not heard of you before. So
we've seen the success of Power Hour.
We know it works. Yeah,
in BV and UK. So
absolutely.
Nice.
Cool.
One last question.
Far away.
From Sir Tibbsy.
Sir Tibbsy?
Yeah.
Sir Tibbsy?
Sir.
Wow.
What resources would you recommend for learning about business?
Oh, got to be the internet, right? I mean, 100%, it's all there. Everything's there. Everything is there for you to learn.
I think we've done previous episodes, just no real resources, just get in and get involved, experience it.
Yeah. Either
in the deep end.
Yeah, go and get involved. And it's the internet, YouTube as well. YouTube's great. Sometimes, right, I actually YouTube, like, I'd like just to understand, because there's so many different variations of being an account manager, that sometimes I just YouTube, I used to watch this guy and he used to break it down, like what you would have to do in that role. It's just nice to hear from somebody else. Okay, because really, like, no one ever taught me how to do my job. We just started doing B2B, and then I kind of just made it up as I went along. I just thought, it's working, that's working, I'll continue to do more of what's working. But to get an opinion from somebody else or another environment, another sector, to tell me what my role should entail was actually quite refreshing.
I think that's really important, actually, because before I worked here, I was an operations manager in different businesses.
Yeah.
But I was never an operations manager of holding stock. So for me, it was completely different.
Yeah.
as well. So I think just googling that sometimes, or how would they do this in this environment?
Yeah.
Like your experience overall as your role, but there's a part of that role that you've never done before. So like learning and like googling is really important, I think, because you might be experienced as a generalization for that role, but there's a lot of little things you can improve on.
I'm sure like that knowledge and that I'm sure with the knowledge that we've all gone through, like just even in this business, is probably worth something to someone. So hopefully this is that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Great question, sir. What was it, sir? So Tibbsy, great question. Thanks so much. And if we haven't got any more,
No, that's all the questions.
I reckon we call it there.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys. This has been Operations Wednesday with Luke. I'm Jack, and we will see you. Actually, Luke, you close it off.
Thanks for listening, guys, for Operational Wednesday with me, Luke, the Operations Director, and Jack Walsh.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I threw you in it then.
Jack will be with you tomorrow for Random Thursday. Random Thursdays.
Yeah.
Random Thursdays. And then we'll both be back on Friday for Start of the Week.
Nice. Cool.
Thank you.